Hi guys. How's everyone? I'm trying to get stuff set up for stream. So, I'm also running a speed test because apparently my internet has not been the best today. Hi, Grim. I don't understand. It literally tells me that I have a good connection, and then it says, "Oh, your connection is unstable." Oh. It's annoying. This is annoying. Anyway, I finally sat down. I'm kind of excited, I guess, because I'm going to be taking, we're going to do ASMR. Did I tell you guys? Did I tell you that? Doop, 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 doop. Finish. Hurry up, slowpoke. So I'm finishing up my steroids and my antibiotic. Literally my last dose. I'm hoping that means that, my body is finally getting over all of this nonsense. How are you, Eddie? I gotta move my camera and stuff back. So I moved it earlier because I had some work stuff that I was doing. I needed to reposition it. So I need to fix it back where I need it to be. I don't know where I need it to be yet. Oh yeah. My tummy meds now. So I did have a turkey burger today, which ended up being nice. Eddie, you say I look tired every time you talk to me. Like, you say I look tired every time you talk to me. I'm going to tell you, my life is a whirlwind. So if you see me on a day whenever I don't look tired, I'm going to tell you that you've probably hit the lottery and you need to book me because I probably have so much energy that... Anyway, also, let me tell you another reason why you probably think I look tired. It's because most people wear so much makeup you can't actually see someone's face. So you get used to things looking not normal. And also with all the filters and shit, people don't look like regular people. So whenever you see someone with a natural face, they look tired. Because I'm going to be real with you. I wear like my war paint across my eyes and stuff, but I don't like makeup covering my entire face because it clogs your pores. I've had too many skin issues for me to be like, yeah, that looks like a good idea. Cake all that bullshit on. I would rather have clean, clear skin. And I work hard to keep my skin clean and clear. So yeah. Do you always look tired, Eddie? Do you always look normal? How are you, Blaze? We are going to get into some ASMR. That's what I want to do tonight. I'm late on all of my um I'm late for everything because okay, let me tell you what happened. I placed an order to go pick up my groceries. I my order was supposed to be ready for me to pick up at 5 p.m. Well, they weren't ready for me to pick my order up until 6:30. So, and that's whenever I got the notification. So, it was like 6:15 or something, 6:20 that I got a text saying, "Hey, we're ready for you to pick up your stuff." Well, I mean, I'm already there because I'm supposed to be there at 5 to pick my shit up. Well, um it was crazy, fucking crazy and exhausting because there were so many people. I don't know what was going on today, but it's like everybody thought that the Walmart was running out of food. Like there was a shortage of products or something. I don't know. I don't know. But what I do know is it was a complete clusterfuck catastrophe. And I waited forever for my food. Well, they finally brought my food to me around seven something. I don't even know. So it literally took them over 2 hours to get my food to me. Whenever they do, I was talking to them and I was like, "Hey, what happened?" I was like, I've been here for a while and I I know that you guys, it looks like you're really busy. I was like, but um like I have some concerns. Like, did you guys just like run out of people? Nobody show up for work? What happened? And he's like, "Oh, we've been hours behind all day." He said, "We literally just got caught up to be only an hour behind." He said, "And we're nowhere near caught up for the night." Apparently, the Walmart right next to them in the neighboring city had all of their pickup orders completely shut off. So they closed down the entire department for picking stuff up because they said that they didn't have enough people to power it. So they moved all of their orders to my Walmart, which means that my Walmart had double the amount of work and half the amount of people. And I was like, well, that was really, really shitty of everybody doing that to you. I don't know why they didn't just cancel people's orders from that Walmart, instead of transferring them over. Why not just cancel it and be like, "Oh, looks like, I'm going to send your money back to you." But Walmart doesn't do that because Walmart's fucking shit. So, yeah. I ended up being 2 hours late getting all of my shit for my groceries and everything. And then by the time everything got there, I was like, well, there's a couple things that I need to go in and get, which was a huge mistake. So I walk into the store to pick up the few things that I needed, and excuse me, there were no carts. Okay, no carts. And it was a fucking madhouse. Like a terrible experience. Terrible experience. But yeah. I ended up not getting home until like an hour ago or something. I think it was like an hour ago. Hour and a half ago. Something like that. Any fucking way. It was like 9 something, 9:30 or something. I guess. Something. You just got home from a football game. Very nice. How was the game? Blaze, it's the same as here. That's the same way it is here. Like, there's been a lot of stuff that they've been out of. Grim, like I would be more that way if there were stores that were more convenient, I guess. Now, I'm going to let you know that sometimes I go to Aldi and the dollar store just because I fucking hate Walmart so much. So, and I grew to dislike them even more after they started like taking people to court saying that they stole shit. Like, if you're going to have these scanning areas where people scan their own shit, then you're going to take some more loss because you're too fucking cheap to actually keep people working in your store. Yeah. Grim, I wish we had a Meijer. I do. I wish I had a Meijer close to me. I like some Target stuff too. There were things that I got at Target that I really, really liked. And there's a Target over in London, but I'm going to be real with you. I don't like driving to London every time I need something because that reminds me of when I lived in Manchester and I had to drive to London. Like, it's just annoying. But I am just glad that mess is over with. I ended up spending over 4 hours of time that I was supposed to dedicate to homework, all because issues with Walmart. Because there was the 2 hour wait for my food, and then there was me shopping inside of Walmart, which took forever because I had to find a cart. I had to then get around all these people. Like, I'm telling you, you would think it was the first of the fucking month. Like, it was horrendous. It was, it reminds me of whenever all the Social Security people get their checks at the beginning of the month, and you literally avoid town for like 3 days. Like, whenever I lived in Manchester, that's what I did for 3 days. I would avoid town the first through the third. You would not catch me in town unless I absolutely had to be there. Like, if I was mailing something out that someone had bought, or um, if there was like a good reason for me to go to town, I would. But other than that, the first through the third, you would not catch me in town because it's a madhouse. People that can't drive, people that are just completely oblivious, people that just fucking, it's bad. And that's what it reminded me of today. And I'm just like, I don't want to be here. I really don't want to be here. So then I had to get home and do food prep, and then food cooking after food prep, and then of course I had to put my kids to bed and read to them because I read to them. Yeah, Blaze. Well, I'm glad that you at least have someone to compensate because some places don't. So there are several stores that, oh yeah, I forgot to pull up my Twitch. I keep forgetting. I'm behind on everything, guys. Like, I'm literally behind on everything today. Well, I have been for the past 5 days. Past 5 days. But we're slowly getting back on track. Thanks, Turn, for the follow. So, let me put this where I can actually see it. Where's my stand? I don't want to prop it up. I just want my stand. Where did it go? Let me get my phone stand. So, oh yeah, I need to check my social media. I'm so far behind on social media today. It's been horrendous. And I know I've probably had people message me about a lot of shit recently, but I've been way too fucking. Um, What the fuck? Okay, that's kind of fucked up. This guy is literally ridiculous. Okay, so um I'm not going to tell you guys about, secret shit that I can't talk to you about, but I can talk to you about fucking morons that. Oh, yeah, let me post on that I'm live on Discord. I forgot. I can tell you guys about fucking morons that think that them showing me a little bit of money that makes me want to, I guess, give them attention. Um, there was a guy that literally just sent me a screen recording of him being on an adult streaming site and making $1,000. Like, for one, I guess he doesn't understand that people like me knows how the money accumulates. And two, $1,000 isn't all that much when you're looking at a total daily income and you're having a second person with you. Because he's reached out to me to be like, hey, do you want to be a co host and stuff like that? I'm like, we don't even do the same things. Like, your adult work and my adult work are two different things. Like, why would I want anything to do with yours? Plus, mine mine is a more personal experience. Let me just ask you guys, as consumers, as an individual, whenever you look at other people's shit, whenever you're interacting with other people and you're getting close to them, you're giving information, they're communicating back with you, how many of them are as personable and pay as much fine detail in any of their rooms? Like, I'm gonna tell you whenever, because I'm a consumer myself. I go tip other people. I go help other people. I go support other people. And I'm gonna tell you my experience as a consumer. It's the reason I am so. It's the reason I give more of myself and I'm so hands on. So why would I want to taint my style and taint who I am for his 15 minutes of fame? Because that's what it would be. Like, I am curious how you guys feel about it. Do you like more that people are less personal and kind of just sit there like they're talking to a screen, like you're watching a TV? Or do you like people that actually interact with you? Because when somebody actually interacts with you and gives you personal attention, I think that's worth a little more. To me, it's worth a little more because it makes me feel like I'm appreciated. It makes me feel like they put forth enough effort and, excuse me, enough effort and desire to be there that it makes me want to continue the relationship. It makes me feel like it's a real relationship, not, you know? That's what I'm saying, Grim. Like, if you have to try to show me that you make money, then are you really making money? How long did it take you to come up with that $1,000? Did you save that up for 6 months before? Like, you know? And I'm not knocking anybody's hustle, I'm not, but at the same time, You know, I know the difference in piss and squirt, but it's still piss. And I'm extremely particular about who I work with anyway, because for me, having an autoimmune disorder, I have to make sure my health is taken care of. And I'm going to tell you that most people don't care about their health. I'm glad, Grim. I've grown to like you. I guess I could go finish up on my. I didn't even post. I didn't even post. I got to talking to you guys. I gotta take a selfie, I suppose. Need to take a selfie. Do, 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 do. So, yeah, my day's been a little crazy, a little crazy. But overall, um, I feel much better than I did. So that's a plus in itself. You know, a secret that I'm not going to tell him. I'll make sure it. I'll make sure I get it closer. A secret that I'm not going to tell this guy is how much money I make. Because that's something I don't tell people. Even as a findom. Um, I'm going to tell you financial domination is. I will tell you why. I will tell you why. Let me fix this and I will tell you exactly why. Remind me if I forget what we're talking about. We're talking about financial domination. I know sometimes my brain gets a little scattered because, you guys know I have ADHD. And sometimes whenever I get too many things going on, I get distracted and then I'm over here doing this other stuff and then I completely forget what we talked about. Okay, I got one more place. Jeez, why are these not working? I'm ready. Wait, what? I've interacted with where. Yeah, that's how I am too, Blaze. Well, I mean, ask anybody that's a consistent client of mine. Client, pet, I take my relationships seriously because I'm going to tell you, there aren't many people in the world that actually care about someone as an individual. And coming from the bottom, coming from, a world where you have to fight to survive, I know how hard it is and how lonely it can be. And I'm going to let you know that you matter. So, yes. Yes. Hi, Brent. It's a quiet stream. We're doing ASMR. We're actually going to get into some ASMR tonight, but it's just been more, quiet, chill. Excuse me. I need quiet and chill though, because I need more things that help me want to attempt to be more patient. Because that's probably the worst trait I have. Other than caring far too much for people. So I learned a long time ago that I have to be very particular about who I give attention and love and time to, because people don't give like I do, which makes you weary to give. But at the same time, you have to learn a good balance, because if you don't, then you'll never meet the people you're supposed to give to. It's way past your bedtime, Brent. What time do you go to bed? Where are you in the United States? Are you in Eastern time? It's almost midnight. Is that why is that late for you? So, nobody reminded me. I had to remind myself. Findom. Okay. So, so when we talk about things that, yeah, you have the same time zone as I do, Brent. So when we talk about things that are appealing to people, there are different things that have made you want to be attracted to the things that you're attracted to, and then other things you're just attracted to them and you don't know why. It's more like a predisposition that you had at birth. So that comes along with things like your sexuality. Like your sexuality you have at birth. You don't choose your sexuality. But kinks you do choose, because kinks are usually something that's left some kind of impression on you, usually very early in childhood. Well, that's kind of what Findom started as and is for me. I, as a child, didn't have a lot. And my family was very, very poor. And a lot of my family is still extremely poor. Like I told you guys, I was literally the second person in my entire family to go to college. And it's one of those things where, I guess, oblivious, being completely oblivious to that kind of stuff, to not knowing how poor you are as a child and then getting older, it makes you develop interest. It makes you develop things that you're attracted to and things that you're not attracted to by your experiences, just like everything else. So I developed a taste for financial domination. I didn't know what it was for a very long time. And then after I got into pro dom work, it more developed into exploration of more than BDSM, which led me to know more about myself, my interests, and what kind of made me tick. But I don't approach things the way other findoms approach things. There's a lot of findoms that really like to brag because the subs like for them to brag. They like for them to show off how rich they are or how greedy they are or whatever. But I'm going to tell you that the majority of findoms that do that, the majority now, don't make a lot of money. Because findom, it's very selective. It's not huge like feet or other things like that. So it's not as big as the people on the internet make you believe. And the majority of the people that are posting findom shit, unless they're a real like pro dom that's just kind of like bragging because their sub kind of needs that validation, the majority of them are screenshotting something they found on Google to show you how much money's in their account because they don't have that money. Hi, Frost. How are you? Now, I'm not saying that all of them are like that because that's not true at all. And occasionally, if one of my subs needs some kind of validation, then yeah, I'll be like, this happened, or this person is a good boy that sent me this, or something along those lines. But more or less, that's for the validation of the person that pleased me and sent me something. Because I'm going to tell you, it does nothing for me to show people what I have. And whenever you grow up not having a lot, you're more hesitant to let people know what you do have because they take advantage of you. So I'm definitely extremely findom, but I don't share anything. Like any of my makings, any earnings I have, I don't share them because I see it as disrespectful. I see it as people being in my business and they shouldn't be. And unfortunately, there are people out there that don't truly understand what findom is, and they don't understand what the relationship dynamic is, and they don't truly appreciate it. Now, there are different types, of course, different levels, because obviously not everyone is extremely wealthy, but yet they still want to make somebody feel good. They still want to give the endorphins or the oxytocin or whatever else it makes this person feel that they look up to or that they're invested in. But people feel differently in different situations, and that's one of those. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm a very different person when it comes to the way people have expectations for me and then the way I actually feel. I don't do things that regular people expect me to do in certain circumstances, and it makes them uncomfortable. Just like when someone approaches me and they are like humiliation fetish and they think that if they say something shitty to me, I'm going to fire back and bite their head off so they can go over here and, but that's not who I am. I already know what you're doing. I literally majored in psychology. I'm extremely intelligent. Now, I'm going to tell you, every now and then I do stoop low enough to put somebody in their fucking place, especially if I know that they're not humiliation fetish and they're just being an asshat. But I can usually tell within about 10 minutes whether somebody enjoys humiliation or whether it causes them great pain. And that's not cards that you want to show to me right off if you want to be shitty to me, because I already know what to do in both situations and I already know how to completely take advantage of you and take all of the power from you, which is ultimately what you want. So I make people very uncomfortable because of that. Frost, you know I can't read that. And I know you were talking about you being tired, but I don't know what you're saying. Hi, Lou. How are you? We're having a quiet stream. It's going to be ASMR, but I'm literally just talking everyone's head off. Obviously, I'm coming out of my manic phase, and you can hear me running my mouth. But I'm feeling better. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not as sick as I was over food and shit. So you guys are going to see more of me. I'm going to take complete advantage of you. I'm going to use you up. I'm going to use all of your ears over and over. Your ears are now mine. You're now under my spell forever. You want to be under my spell forever, don't you? Hi, Ellen. How are you? I'm so glad, Lou. I am so glad you feel better. I guess I could get my, good. I'm glad. I guess I could get my ASMR, my little ASMR basket. You give up so willingly. Listen, Lou. I'm going to completely take advantage of your ears. Your ears are mine until the rest of stream. So get comfortable. I expect them to be blazed. I guess I'll grab my basket now. Ooh, I did buy this little tips thing for photography. You guys know I'm a photographer and I love photography, but I always like to learn new things. So I saw this little, it was just like in my suggested thing on Amazon. And I bought it because it's supposed to be some kind of quick reference cheat sheet thing that gives you like little odd and end tricks. And I'm going to tell you that I always want to know more. It's the hunger in me. You know, that's the wolf, the never being fed. So I haven't read any of it yet, but I've had it for like a week now. I got it right before I got sick. And I'm really looking forward to using it. I also thought about doing Lulu. I also thought about doing maybe like an editing seminar for photos, if that's something that you guys are interested in. And of course, I got some new plans. You do miss me, Frost. You miss me so much. And that's okay. It's okay to miss me. I actually took on a new client today that was telling me about a bunch of the issues that they had in the past. And I'm not going to give you guys any specifics because I don't do that. You know I don't do that. But I can tell you that within the hour that I spent with him, he felt like he had more progress than the last 10 years that he had spent trying to talk to anyone else. That's the power of actually listening to someone and putting forth effort. And not everyone is capable of that. Which, I mean, it's not for everyone. You know, some people are the quick fix, you know, the Band-Aid. I'm not a fucking Band-Aid. So, once you get used to what I provide, it's kind of hard to compare it to anyone else. I'm getting my basket now. So I put all of my smoking stuff on top of this because, you know, I was rolling my cigarettes for my ASMR stuff, and I completely forgot to take it all off. So I was literally going through it because I forgot all the stuff that I had had. It has been so long since I did ASMR. It's for my cigarettes. So we're going to use my little maybe I'll have a sucker too. Oh, did I show you my sage? Look at it. It's done drying. So now I just have to, I'll put this back. So now I just have to cut it down to the size that I want it to be able to use it. Okay. I thought this was telescopic. I completely forgot because it's been so long since I used it. Okay. Now, obviously, I'm not going to get the book out to be able to use this. We're just going to make some sounds. And Lou. So we're going to do light ASMR, and I have a huge thing for mouths. So a lot of my ASMR usually focuses around that because it helps me relax among other things. So we're going to do some of that first. and you're going to tell me about your day. Thanks, Blaze. I really love it too. I have to get comfortable. I have you on this monitor, so I don't know why I keep looking at this one. So you guys know that I bought a vest a while back, the leather vest that I was kind of like showing off online because I really enjoyed it. It's right here. I literally wear it, if not every day, every other day at some point. Frost, why do you want to go to war? So you want to go to war because your country calls you to war? Is it like pride in your country? Or is it something else? Is it like pride to serve your country, to help your people? Or is it like a sense of obligation? Now you're speaking my language, Blaze. I like me some Addams Family. Did you guys watch their the cartoon they came out with? The Addams Family cartoon? It's ironic that you say that, Blaze. What do you mean by the ears? What are you talking about, Lou? I did too, Blaze. A lot of people thought I was named after her. Morticia. Good, Lou. I needed a drink. Lubricate my palate. You do not, Grim. That is a lie. I don't know what a portion of that means, Frost, but I understand that you are stressed and need a drink. don't I have to go somewhere right now? I actually need to be either working or doing homework. But I'm going to tell you, Frost. I've had a long day and I'm trying to be productive. And I'm enjoying my company here. Although I will be some point soon going to either work or homework. Why do you ask? Do you want to run away from me so you can drink? I know you were telling me you did, Frost. Very nice, Lou. You know, not everyone can feel that. A lot of people just like the way things sound. They don't really have the tingle aspect that comes with it. So, it's pretty nice that you do. I have tingles that develop from certain things. Like all ASMR doesn't do it to me. Okay, I'm done with that sucker. Universal reasons to do your own thing. I have a lot of reasons to do my own thing. I'm going to tell you the biggest reason I do my own thing is to be able to be flexible for my children. Oh, my nose is so itchy. Ridiculous. And this is why people that are in the public eye don't answer people. That's why we just don't answer DMs. Oh, my back needs popped. Someone needs to come give me a rub down. So I'm thinking about... Oh, thank you, Frost. I do everything for them. Oh, Blaze, I would definitely use you the fuck up. I need somebody to schedule a session with me where they just literally give me a body massage the whole time. Like, that's what I need to my entire fucking body. Rub me down, motherfucker. Oh. So now we're going to use my awesome little drum, just lightly. Do I want to go for it? Maybe just a little so you guys can hear it a little better. Thank you, Lou. That's too loud, wasn't it? I'm going horseback riding. I haven't been in so long. I'm so excited. Frost, if you ever come to the United States, I expect you to give me a rub down. I also still expect you to teach me Russian. Because I need to learn. Oh my goodness, I'm trying to be so gentle. And it's making it like stutter tap. Yeah. Lather me down with that coconut oil. Deep tissue massage and coconut oil. I feel like I need to be put on a skillet or a baking pan. Bake me. Yes, please. This is my shrunken head. I love my shrunken head. And of course, my head just... Oh, I know, Lou. That's why when you're done, I'm going to make you lap it all up. Frost, I know it's a difficult language. I never really attempted, but I know it's a difficult language. Hearing others speak it and seeing like the difference of the sentence structures and stuff. I love them too, Blaze. Grim, I'm gonna tell you, a little head is my favorite. I mean, what more would you expect from someone like me? Shit. Any Russian tell you what is love story? Do you mean Russians know what love is? Is that what you mean, Frost? I can almost do everything. I'm gonna tell you the secret. Some people are born with a natural disposition, a natural talent to be able to do things. And realistically, whenever someone tells you, oh, you can do anything you want in the world, as long as you set your mind to it, that's not always true. You have to have some kind of natural disposition that makes you already have some kind of advantage. So, my problem, the biggest problem that I have, is that I'm fairly decent or good at so many things that it's hard for me to choose. And my ADHD doesn't help with it. So, I literally have a ton of talents that just kind of sit and wait for me to get back to them. It would be easier if I only had one talent. But then again, some people don't have any talents that they are aware of because they're too scared to venture out and find out what their talents are. So seeing the fear and the reserve that most people practice whenever they're finding themselves, I seen that at a very young age. And I always told myself that I'm not going to be that person, that I'm not going to allow anyone or anything to stop me from exploring all of my talents. So, instead of sticking with one talent, see, I'm getting tingles right now. So instead of getting stuck with one talent and just not doing anything with it, I like to explore to see what I'm good at. Now, there are things that I'm not good at. Doesn't mean I don't enjoy them like other people. But all in all, how do you know if you really enjoy something or if you really have a talent if you don't search for it? So I dabbled with everything. And with dabbling with everything, I made myself feel more fulfilled. I forgot how much I enjoyed this. Why do I feel what way? So, if you're talking about why do I feel like I shouldn't use talents that I have, you know, as a kid, you always hear use it or lose it. And that can be applied to many things, including talents. If you hide your talent and you don't ever help it grow, how would you ever truly know your potential? You don't understand pleasure, but you don't understand the reason. For ASMR or for talents, Frost? For a play. So, Frost, some people, when they feel things, whenever they hold things tangible, like they pick them up with their hand, that makes them feel things on a mental and emotional level. Other people, they have to hear it. Some people have to see it. It's a matter of what kind of connection do you need? Do you need it to be physical? Do you need it to be mental? Do you need it to be verbal? Some people visually get pleasure. Some people, they have to with audio. Some people can only get pleasure if they touch it. They have to reach out and take it. I actually have a VR camera, Lou, that I'm going to be setting up. I just haven't had time to. So it's all a matter of how you find pleasure yourself. So you figured out, get to reach out rich. I don't know what you mean, Frost. A Hamid? Some people like that thing. Oh, Lou. I'm gonna tell you, I realized many, many years ago the power of your voice. It's also why I was extremely successful when it came to being a customer service representative, being a collection specialist. I used to work for this bank, And in collections, I was not only number one almost every month the entire time I was there in sales and collections, but I also had the most multi-pay. That's when you set up 2 payments or more ever in their history, and they still use my recordings to train people to this day. That's what happens when you know the power of your voice. And not only did I know the power of my voice, but I knew how to help people. There's a such concept for what, Frost? The different kinds of pleasure that you can feel. Reach out. Yes, some people have to feel it. Some people have to see it. Just like some people have to taste it. I'm focused a lot on auditory bliss and taste. So if I'm watching something and the sound of it just isn't appealing to me, it doesn't matter what it is, I can't finish it. We need more calming Blaze. And let me tell you, Ahmed, there's one thing about my channel. The biggest thing about my channel is I don't put up with people that waste my time and people that aren't worth investing. So, let me help you. Nothing like ASMR, the click of a mouse, to eliminate a troll. I don't know what you mean, Frost. Are you talking about a movie or a play or a study? Because I have heard of many scientific studies about sound and what it does to the brain. Is that what you're talking about? I love the senses, Lou. My biggest and most favorite part of the senses is to take all of your senses away, just completely deprive you, and then slowly introduce things to you. Because it lets you know how when you lack one of your senses, the others heighten. And to me, that's delicious. Sensory deprivation is beyond amazing. It's music, it's a band. Then no, I have not, Frost. I'm going to tell you, this is the most relaxed I have been all day. I really needed it. So much. That's why I enjoy getting to come and just chill. I think we're going to do much more chill ASMR stuff because I need to become more balanced and focused. I've been way too stressed, and I've been letting things fester for far too long, and I will see you tomorrow, Grim. I hope you rest well. And of course, you may dream of me. I look forward to your next dreams. I'm glad, Frost. I enjoy having you here. Yes, please. I'm huge on the sensory deprivation too, especially when it comes to getting to feel your other senses heighten. I'll see you tomorrow, Grim. And I will also get to that email tonight. I just got way behind due to circumstances. So, you guys know I love gaming. I am a huge, huge fucking gaming nerd. I think I'm going to take a break from gaming for a while just to do ASMR and yoga and stuff like that. Because I need to be more centered. I need to get mentally back on track so that I can take over the fucking world, because the world's mine. I want it all. I want everything I feel that I'm owed. And for me to be able to do that, I have to mentally and physically and emotionally get back on track where I need to be. So I'm going to let you guys be a party to that. You can join me on the ride. You like the idea of that, Ellen? You like the idea of that too, Lou? Yes, Blaze. Well, the biggest thing is most people don't understand how much trust it takes for that, to be vulnerable like that for someone. And it's one of those things where people think that vulnerability is weakness. And it's because they don't even know what it is. Being vulnerable is not weakness by any form or fashion. And anyone that feels like it is, they don't truly understand the dynamics or power exchange. Because in order for one thing to have power, another has to give up power. It's literally balance. So, for something so amazing, something as delicate and delicious as vulnerability, it takes so much effort. It takes trust, it takes desire, it takes effort on so many levels. It's both mental, physical, and emotional trust in order for you to feel maximum. Yes, Lou. In order for you to feel the maximum potential. So, let me tell you, that's exactly why I have an issue with a lot of people that think that submission is for weak people, because submission is not for weak people. Someone that is truly submissive willingly, it takes so much more effort, because you literally have to let someone else have control, let someone or something have control. And someone that's not disciplined and someone that doesn't give up the power in order to exchange it, then why did you think you started following me, Blaze? Life is one of those things that people think they have it all figured out, and they think that if they allow themselves to appear vulnerable or to appear this one way for either too long or in some certain light, that society as a whole will either reject them or humiliate them for it. And I'm going to tell you right now, the people that are going to put you down or make fun of you for being vulnerable, it's because they're extremely insecure. Because no true sub, no person, regardless of role, dominant, sub, switch, no one that actually knows the amount of effort and the level of compatibility and I don't even know all of the words to describe the situation, but anybody that knows, that has a background in or has some kind of intelligence in the power exchange or dynamics or roles or what it takes overall, none of those people make fun of people. None of those people put people down because they know exactly what it is. The only people that tear others down are the ones that are insecure and unhappy with themselves. And it doesn't matter what kind of unhappy with themselves they are. Because it could be, oh, well, they're insecure about their hairline, so they make fun of other people. Or they're insecure about their health, so they make fun of other people. Or they are upset that they were born gay and they're in denial because, their family hates that. So they treat other people really shitty and they're abusive to other people because they're gay. Like,
Anytime anyone acts out like that, it speaks on them. It lets you know that they have some kind of insecurity or some kind of pain that they are trying to hide and not deal with. And they want to project that negativity onto someone else. They want someone else in the misery with them. So if you're watching stream tonight and someone has wronged you, someone has put you down, someone has been shit to you for something in your life, and you never could figure out why, they were probably jealous of you for some reason. Whatever that reason may be, it could be physical, it could be mental, it could be emotional. Maybe you had a relationship that they wanted. Maybe you had a friend of some sort or a girlfriend, or maybe you just had a dad or a mom or something that wasn't, in your control. Maybe you just had nice hair. Maybe you have high cheekbones. Whatever the reason, they pick to tear you down because they're unhappy with themselves and they project that negativity on you. It's not your fault. And you shouldn't keep carrying it. You shouldn't become self-conscious because they're trying to make you that way. Because ultimately, they're trying to make you feel as insecure as they do. And you deserve better. I was actually talking to someone earlier today about something similar. And people that want to bring negativity to you, they will always find a way to do it. They will always find a way to try to hinder your growth and your comfortability with yourself and your love for yourself because they have issues of their own. I agree, Lou. I'm going to tell you right now, the only time that I am ever negative towards someone is usually if they're paying me to be. Because in all reality, there are people that have had so much pain and so much trauma in their life that it's so normal for them that they need to be reintroduced to therapy sessions that help them with the trauma, that give them that little bit of normalcy for a moment, because that's what they grew accustomed to. Trauma therapy is very, very big. It's a lot of the reason why a ton of people like humiliation or negative attention. I mean, kids even do it, and some of them, it's the only attention they ever got in their life, So as they age and turn into adults and kind of continue the same patterns, that's normal for them. And I know I've been there. I have personal experiences. I have not only mine, but family members, and I have friends that have had experiences. I mean, I literally have people that have therapy just to talk, just to have a friend. And there's nothing wrong with those people. There's nothing wrong with them needing that. That's a need that has to be met because they don't have someone real. And there are plenty of people that literally just purchase a session for talking, like I'm talking to you right now. They buy 30 minutes or an hour just to show me their artwork, just to chat with me about how their day went, just to tell me about things that interest them, or to tell me about how hard work was, or and I'm always going to be there for those people. I'm always going to put in effort for those people. I'm not going to be upset because they are challenging, or I feel like they're too needy as a client, because in all reality, we all need someone to remind us that it's okay to be human. And that's why I keep everything the way I do with my work. That's why I man all of my channels. I'm the one that goes through and does the editing. I'm the person that goes through and checks my comments so I can interact with people. Um, I I don't have someone do the majority of my work because I want it to be a personal experience so that whenever you're reaching out to me and you're talking to me, you know you're getting me, you know? And um, even whenever I had an assistant, I still did all of my like my socials where I interact with people and where they would comment and I would comment back. I always did all of that. Literally the only thing that my assistant ever any of my assistants ever did was like post things for me on my paid stuff so that I didn't have to spend time doing that. So I would like prepare what I wanted posted, when I wanted it posted, and what it was supposed to say, and they would just go put it on the platforms that I wanted. But other than that, I literally man all of my stuff because I want you to know that I'm real and I don't abandon what's mine. It depends, Tim. It depends. If you had something that you were questioning in particular, you could always let me know and I could give you a prize. But it's one of those things where most people don't realize that it's okay to be human. Hi, Arcade. Welcome. I'm going to do a little more ASMR and then we're getting off for the night. I did not have it planned to spend 2 hours, but here we are. And Tim, you can go to allmylinks.com/Queen Frostbitten and it'll give you all of my links. Oh, I'm always spitting the truth, Blaze. You know, that's why people don't like me. But you'll never find a realer motherfucker. And I take care of what's mine. Hi, Mark. Did I tell you hi? I can't remember. See, there's this thing with me, something that a lot of the world don't know about. And I mean, I know it's in the dictionary, but it doesn't mean a lot of people know about it. They don't know the true value of it. Is loyalty. And I'll either be the best you've ever had or the best you'll never have. Oh, Lou, I have so many people that hate me. I literally have a hate posse that follows me around to report everything I do in life. Arcadius, it's 1 a.m. Do you mean the volume? It's ASMR. Oh, I am trying to mellow out and relax, Mark. This is the most relaxed I've been in a really long time. And I'm going to tell you, it's nice to not have to be more stressed or negative. So I'm really enjoying myself. Lou, oh my. A lot of people get stuck in misery and they want to share it because it's easier, Lou. I'm glad, Ellen. All right, Mark. You know, it's been a while since you came to see me on anything. I know you've had a lot going on, and I know you haven't felt well. I haven't felt well either, so I understand. Yes, Lou. So, there's a lot of psychology behind it. I could elaborate, but I'm going to tell you that I get pretty excited when I talk about psychology and the way the brain works. And I'm going to tell you that we would probably be here all night. So I'm not going to go into that. Yes, Mark, we have been. So, what I have to say about that, Lou, the misery loves company, is that people get conditioned to think that they are supposed to not only enjoy that, but bring other people to that in order to feel content in life. So ultimately, it is a conditioned response that started at a very, very young age. And people aren't educated enough, or they get stuck in traditional values, and it keeps them in the misery, and then they feed it to people around them, and it becomes a vicious cycle. It's very sad, but it does. And it continues on and on and on until someone that's strong enough, someone that has enough determination to fight for a change. Excuse me. Well, that's it for tonight, guys. I'll take my bow. I did really enjoy tonight. I needed it so much. I'm going to tell you that I literally have been working my fucking dick into the dirt every single day. Trying to get back on track and be where I need to be. But in all reality, my brain, more than anything, needs this. It needs to slow down. It needs time to relax. It needs time to just balance. Because I don't have a lot of balance in life. Usually I have all chaos. So I am too. Speaking of cleanse, I know that you're kind of similar to me. When it comes to witchy shit, I harvested my sage and dried it out. So it's going to be the first sage that I've ever grown myself for a cleansing ceremony. I'm pretty excited about it. Yes, Ellen, balance is key. And I think that's what I'm going to develop my Twitch channel more into. Time that I take to myself to find balance, to find center, and to help those that kind of need it. Because I'm going to tell you right now, there's a whole lot in life that doesn't offer anything good, let alone help you be balanced. So I feel like that's something that we need to do. I'm glad, Blaze. Now, of course, I still want to get a pole so I can do pole dancing, because there's still going to be a pole dancing day at some point. I would like to take like one day a week and just do pole dancing so I can strengthen up my core. And of course, I love to dance too. That helps me be centered. But it's one of those things where I need to get back on track, and I need to get where I need to be mentally so I can take over the world. Because realistically, it's there for me to take. Why not take it? Oh yes, Lou. You would love that, wouldn't you? You gonna join me for a good smudge? Now, I want you guys to know that I'm very disappointed right now. My hot tub actually stopped working. The heater went out on it. So I'm super sad to say that I no longer have a hot tub. Even though it's sitting behind me, I have to drain it and take it down because the heater, it started acting up a couple months ago. And I cleaned everything and I was like, well, maybe it just needs a good cleaning. And then after that, it ran for a little while longer, and then it didn't seem like it kept it as hot as it was supposed to. And then a few days ago, it just went completely out. So now it doesn't work at all. Yeah, I'm sad about it. Yes, Mark. That's exactly what it is. So I feel like I want a safe space for interaction and cleansing. And that's what I want to offer. So the channel from this point forward is going to be balance centered. We're going to do ASMR, things that help mentally, and podcast type stuff. Because ultimately, I feel like there's not enough good in the world. I feel like enough people don't know that it's okay to be human, and it's okay to be different, and it's okay to feel stressed and feel like you're overwhelmed, and you have to learn how to find balance in a world like that. because if you don't, life's not worth living. And ultimately, I know personally I've saved several people's lives. And I know personally that in the moment it seems hard. In the moment it seems like there's no other choice. So I want to put more positivity and more good into the world because I feel like far too many people see good as weakness. And I'm done with that shit. I'm done with people considering good negative aspects. They see good as weakness. They see it as a vulnerability. And that's not how I see it at all. I feel like if people gave more good and people did choose to be more vulnerable and put forth effort to help others more, then the world would thrive and flourish so much better. I mean, ultimately, that's why I wanted to start the nonprofit and get everything going that I have planned to get going. And I'm going to tell you that I am not fucking done. And I will help people and put forth effort to make sure people know that it's okay for you to be human, even if some people are super shitty and they don't appreciate themselves, let alone someone else. It doesn't mean that you can't find balance and find happiness in life to make life worth living for you. Sometimes we all need to be reminded that not every day is going to be a good day, but it doesn't mean that it's not worth being here, you know? So I'm glad you stayed, Lou. I enjoyed your company tonight. The craziest moment I had as a kid with somebody that was mentally and emotionally unstable was I was 8, and I walked into a house. It was a family member of mine. I walked into the house. I was just there to see family, and I was the only person that was there. Well, outside of the people in the family. And I walk in. I knock on the door first, obviously, but then I walk in, and this person is, I could tell that they were already kind of pushed over the edge. They were pretty much committed, and they actually had a gun. And at 8 years old, I talked my first person out of suicide. I sat with them for a long time, and that was the first time in my life that I realized that not everyone sees things the same. You could see one thing as extremely traumatic and someone else sees it as something that gave them power. And it doesn't matter if it's just a everyday thing. Maybe they just had a terrible day, nothing was going right, and they just wanted it to end because, maybe their electrical appliances stopped working. Maybe their car broke down. Maybe their husband or their wife left them. Maybe whatever their reason, it doesn't matter how big or how small. To them, it matters. And if we can't take the time to remind people that it's okay to be human and stop being so fucking selfish. Why would we ever expect the world to be a better place? Because if you're not taking the time to invest and you're not taking the time to actually care about humanity, why the fuck would it want to change? It doesn't want to change. That's why people are so nasty. They don't know a better way. But it literally took me roughly an hour. Yes, Lou, that's exactly it. It literally took me an hour, just an hour of my time, to save this person's life. That's all it took, an hour of my time at 8 years old. After, of course, being disarmed, I sat and talked to them longer than that hour, but if you take 5 minutes, you could literally make someone's entire day. You know, for 5 minutes, 5 minutes of your time, you could make someone feel like it's okay for them to be human. And after I saved this person's life, they lived for many, many years. And I never really told anyone about that experience because it wasn't my experience to tell. So the only person that I had ever told what had happened was my mother. And my mother knew this person, and she was very active in trying to make sure this person's life was better. So I shared that with my mother, but I never shared that with anyone else because I felt like no one should get to hold something like that over somebody else's head. Like, we all have moments that are less than what we like them to be. And any of us could break at any point, emotionally, mentally. Life is hard. And if it's not hard, then you don't know the real world. But once you realize that we are all human and you put forth a little bit of effort, it does make you feel better to not be a piece of shit and be a decent human being. Unless you've conditioned yourself to believe otherwise. I mean, obviously, if you are a sociopath or psychopath, there are some differences in your brain. But at the end of the day, we're all human. Always, Lou. So that's what the channel is turning into, and I really don't give a fuck who doesn't like it. I guess you'll need to find a new channel to watch. If the only thing you want is something else. Because I need more positivity in my life, and I need to be more of the light that I knew I was born to be at a very young age. Especially for the misfits. Oh, I'm crazy, Blaze. Literally. But I am honest. I work hard. And I give to those who earn it. I give to those who deserve it. And I help people that that need help. Because sometimes someone saying something to you for 5 minutes can literally change your entire world. And that's why I started my YouTube channel many years ago. I started it as a way of self-help to help people. And I have helped many people and I continue to help people. But ultimately, I want more of that. So that's what we're going to do. I am going to go get on my other stream for a few minutes. Oh, I got a few new follows. Thanks for the follow, guys. It literally just told me you followed. Thanks, Daniel, for the follow. Thanks, Hockey, for the follow. That's right, Mark. And sometimes you want somebody to tell you that it's okay to be emotional. Sometimes you want somebody to tell you that it's okay for you to be unhinged for a moment and need something. You're welcome, Blaze. Always, Lou. Speaking of, I went to the farm and got some new cane poles, which is a form of bamboo. Okay. It's indigenous to Kentucky. We call them cane poles. And I'm actually using some of them as stints for my plants because some of my plants are getting a little heavy. But I want a new plant. I want to go to Lowe's tomorrow and pick me out a new plant. We'll see if that happens, but that's what I want. I need a new plant, baby. Plants make me happy. Well, one of the things that make me happy. But I am glad you guys came to hang out with me tonight. I really needed a good chill stream full of relaxing and full of just raw fucking truth. Just fucking feed me all the positive energy because I need more of that in my life. And we're going to do some more ASMR, some more chatting, some more chilling, some more fucking killing it because we're going to take over the motherfucking world. And you're going to be a part of that, aren't you? You're going to be a part of the conquering of traditional bullshit because we're going to have a new era. And I look forward to the growth. I love investing into something that blossoms. I mean, as a green witch, I definitely get off on that shit. You too, Blaze. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm glad you joined me tonight too, Ellen. I will see you guys tomorrow. We will do some more amazing shit. Ooh. Lou, you're going to have to send me seeds. Because I have a seed collection. And I have never grown one of those. Diddle, you didn't tell me you were here. I'm glad you made it. And help, I enjoy having you around too. I will see everyone tomorrow. I know that We all have a lot going on, and I know life gets a little crazy sometimes. So I know I haven't been able to stream regularly, and I know you guys have had quite a bit going on. So a little bit of effort goes a long way. I always appreciate you guys. Also, just because I'm so fucking excited with the direction of the new channel, I'm probably gonna do a couple giveaways. I'm gonna make a list of things that I wanna do for the giveaway, and we're gonna get this shit rolling. We're gonna take over the fucking world, and we're gonna get everything coming to us. We're gonna put it out in the atmosphere and take it all, every fucking bit of it, because that's what we deserve. Nothing but the best. Unless you're paying for something else. You can pay for other things, but you're still gonna get the fucking best. I will see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to stay hydrated. Okay? Okay? And as always, stay frosty. Good night, everyone.